Good morning, good noon, whatever time of day we finally got round to this one, folks. We're back, third time lucky, fingers crossed. Tier 2 race is hopefully going to be underway. Apologies to everybody watching this evening who's had to experience the delays. Apologies to, well, unfortunately for the drivers as well, but thank you for everybody for being so patient. And now we're here, hopefully, for the race in its entirety. So what we have got is we have got rid now of the formation lap. We have got the grid set as it was at the end of qualifying, and we shall be straight into the race proper. No messing about. Straight away, 5 green lights, and we will be underway. The drivers now getting ready with their setups, with their tyres and strategy. We saw quite a mix of drivers then having to trying the alternate strategy and going with the hard tyres. Will they be doing the same again, or will we see a more varied split? We've got 20 seconds to find out as the last drivers now see the timing screen at the top of their monitors start to panic that they haven't put the right in. They haven't changed the wing settings, they haven't even got the setup set, and then we will be underway in Albert Park. Mark is still with me, thank goodness for that. But now we've got 5 lights, and are we going to go? We are away, finally! Horsman gets a good start, snaking away the other AlphaTauri. Let's have a look further down. Calvin's got the second phase. Oh, there's a big crash, there's an Alpine, that's Genie's out! Genie's out already, unfortunately. Oh, there's a Haas round, and that's I'm not sure what that one is. That might be Terry. That was an AlphaTauri caught up in the melee. We have got a full yellow flag. Is that going to be safety car? I think at the minute we have got a...
I think it's virtual.
Virtual safety car. So after all that, Calvin got the second phase of the start absolutely spot on. He's got past the hose pipe. Seb Mail in third, Stubbs up into fourth, Womax in fifth, Tom Brown sixth. Deriog had that moment in turn one, that instant. He is down, dropped to 7th, Shadow in 8th, Dumas on in 9th, Single Track up to 10th, Stringy B in 11th, Firehouse to 12th, Monster 13th, Ryan 14th, Carl moved up to 15th, Bergen 16th, Lopi, and then call me later. And let's have a look at the tyres. So we have kind of got a bit of a split. Most people have gone back to the medium tyres. We've got Tom Brown on the hard, Monster on the hard tyres, so have Carl and Bergen. And that's just really unlucky for Rob. We didn't see what happened. He was just at the back and we saw the Alpine just spear right into the wall.
Cold tyres.
Yeah, it could be. Well,
he's just put a message up in Discord about cold tyres.
Oh, that is such a shame. That we saw so many drivers snaking and some people being a lot more cautious into turn 1. We've now got a green flag finally. Lap 2 of 29 this evening. Calvin's got just over a 1 second window to Horsman. We kind of gained quite a bit in that restart phase there. Time got the delta absolutely perfect for him. Seb Mail 1.2 further back with Stub and Womax sniffing at his heels. There's a penalty already for Shadow Cobra. That is a 5-second penalty, so that will have maybe get looked at later. Not sure what that's for.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, very, very early, and he's actually under a lot of pressure from Dumas Hornet in these early stages of the race. But that's what we like about the start of these races, though. It's very, very close, apart from Bergen. Carl. Bergen's got past Carl now. 3 seconds adrift. I expect Bergen a very, very quick Tier 1 driver. Not to put anything against these Tier 2 guys, of course, but we expect him to be on the backwards. Now look at this. Ryan is side by side with Monster. Heavy braking. He's just trying to lose. Oh, Ryan nearly lost it on the exit. It's just to keep it out the wall and keep going. Fairly low speeds. Spin that one. That could be... Well, I don't think that'll be tyres at this stage, to be honest. It was an interesting one nonetheless.
Related, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was. DRS now enabled. They will get that. This is a double DRS through 1 and 2. Down to 3, so they won't have DRS on the run down. but they will get it later on in the lap. We're on board with Single Track. He is on his way. In 10th now, finally in the points, chasing down Dumas Hornet. And Martin is going to be looking at the gap ahead, looking at the gaps behind, keeping Stringy B at an arm's length so he's not too closely challenged when the DRS becomes available, and also where will Dumas Hornet be in relation to Shadow Cobra, currently outside the DRS range. Then will that leave him vulnerable to the attack from the Aston Martin? And now this actually think now, who's that ahead? Who's that ahead? We've got, is that Derriog and Tom Brown? It was. Derriog's trying to have a look at Tom Brown. We saw this in qualifying. Tom Brown's using a little bit higher downforce. Stube and Seb Mills. Stube's having a look. He used the DRS, the first part of the DRS, absolutely to his advantage. Rumax, Tom Brown, Derriog. What's happening here? Oh, I think Tom Brown went very wide. Yes, he is, because there's Shadow Cobra up the back of the Alpha Tauri now.
Tom Brown's recovered himself onto the back of Single Track there.
He has, but I tell you what, this gap at the front, 0.3 of a second from Horsman. He's got the DRS wide open, well, as wide as obviously it can be on these new cars. Not close enough this time though for Calvin.
Ooh. Shadow Cobra managed to get Dumas Hornet into turn 1, but then Derriog, sorry, and then they've swapped back because he got an awful run in turn 1. So Derriog's got him straight back.
That battle could go on for quite a while with Dumas Hornet, Single Track, Tom Brown, Stringy B and Five are all within the DRS train, stuck behind 6th place. But here, look at this. This is Horseman's going around the outside, and then with Calvin, who's got the fastest straight line speed. It's Horseman takes the lead again. But was he ahead before the DRS zone? Does that give Calvin the DRS? It does. Will Calvin try and have a look down into what it will be turn, I think it's 11.
I've lost track.
I've lost track of corners now. It would be 13, but to be fair, we've missed a few. So I don't know anymore.
We're 2 down now.
Yeah, I think
it's only 14 corners now, this new layout.
Oh hell, we've definitely missed one, and I don't have that layout. Right, where's Google when you need it?
I need somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's seen all the chaos we've been having and gone, no, I'm out of that.
Yeah, pretty much. I think it has you right there. Oh, found it. Perfect.
Single Track's got past Dumbest Hornet.
He has. We missed that on. Apologies for that. I'm not going to lie, folks. I do apologise. That was on me. Derrick's got a 3-second penalty. Stringy B as well. Already 4 track limits. You're right, it is 14 corners, and nothing happens from 7 through 8 all the way to that chicane. We've got a yellow flag.
Another awful one.
He has. He's got 5 roosters now up in the points. But look at this. This is Monster having a look. He's got the run. Oh, there's contact wheel banging between the Ferrari and the Red Bull. Have we seen that somewhere this season?
I think he either locked up or missed his braking point into 3 because he went straight out.
Ah, that explains a lot. That is really unlucky for Tom Brown. He's got a bit of a gap to he can recoup. He's got 3 seconds back to Stringy B. Ryan, 4 seconds adrift of that. Pardon me. Carl's got back past Bergen. So I don't know if Bergen's had a moment somewhere.
Is down in 6th. Are all the hard tyre runners actually struggling at the moment?
Let's have a look at the tyre runners. We've got Monsters the lead now in 11th, Tom Brown in 12th, then Carl and Bergen, and then Loppy as well, down in 18th position. You would have to say at least half a lap down. Oh, as Derriog's lost it going on the second last corner, he just about managed to keep. What a save that was. What a save, but is that going to leave him vulnerable to Shadow Cobra? He managed to get the DRS off the back of Woolmax before that mistake happened, and I think that is going to really save when he's wide in 1. Manages to carry it. Oh, Shadow Cobra's not into 2!
Oh, is that his front wing gone?
Yep, front wing has gone. Oh my days. I mean, he did well. He was lucky. I'd have to say, I think he almost did have that run there on Woolmax. Woolmax definitely under pressure. Derriog, I should say. Not Woolmax in any way, shape or form. Apologies, Woolmax. It is the top 2. Look at that. 4 seconds ahead of Stu, who's still got Seb Mail for company. Keep him at arm's length.
Husman back.
Yeah, he has. We missed that.
There's too much action up and down this field. We can't keep up.
Yeah, this is one of those where the gaps are opening up, closing very, very quickly. And
Husman got a bit leery there.
Did a little bit, yeah. So I think this battle at the top two is going to go on for some laps, both on the same tyres, which we need. Fire Roosters having a look at Dumas Hornet further down the field, but we're going to stick with this and let's see. Is Horsman going to be close enough into turn one? I think he may be too far back. He is. Is he going to try and line Calvin up through two, through, down into three? Been very nice and lightly on the throttle, didn't attack too much. But we saw the mistake from Shadow Cobra a lap ago. Just going to hold firm for now. So on that, boys, we've got Seb Mail right on the back of Stoop. Stoop seemed to have hit form recently.
Yeah, it really has. It seems to be up in the top like 5 or 6 quite a lot at the moment.
He has. He's really found his groove. He had that a few seasons ago, and just seemed to kind of drop off a little bit, unfortunately for him. But now, yeah, he's definitely feeling good now. Horsman, that straight line speed of the AlphaTauri, he's got back past Calvin. Now, I wonder if Calvin's just not comfortable going through 6 and 7, whereas Horsman can really attack it, get the run, and because there's no DRS, of course, up through 8 down to what is now 9.
But yeah, I remember back when we did the charity race, Stu were really struggling with these new cars, but now he's hit his stride.
Yeah,
it's really improved him a lot.
He really is, yeah, he's absolutely flying. Currently in third at the moment, holding Seb Mail behind him really, really well, with Womack sniffing around for anything that may come his way. Single track up into 6. He's kind of on his own there. He is the Aston Martin in the background there. He's 30 seconds back from these guys, but we've got about a 4-second gap to find Rooster.
Had a moment.
Oh, yeah, he has. I think he was battling with Monster. I think he was battling with Monster, to be perfectly honest.
They were on track together. I don't know if anything happened. I just got to him as Dumbest Hornet were dropping down.
Yeah, and now he's Monster's 1.5 seconds off by Rooster, and then you've got a second gap now. Deriog to Tom Brown, which is another close battle on track, and then behind Tom you've got Stringy B, the Haasman, keeping Tom very, very honest. May have run a little bit wide there. Hopefully he didn't get a track limit warning for that one. But don't forget, medium tyres for Stringy, hard compound tyres for Tom Brown. Horsman's left the session!
Oh no.
Horsman, he's ghosted there as the AlphaTauri ghosted.
That's not good for the race leader to lose connection right now.
It really, really isn't. That is absolutely horrible and absolutely guttering. Tom's now got 3 seconds of penalties. Oh my goodness me. That is just a gift for Calvin. And Stu will see that he's left, and he'll see that gap absolutely plummeting down. If you can potentially invite Sander back, I think he just got kicked accidentally. Not sure what happened.
I don't know if it'll let me invite now.
Not sure.
They're gonna have to use what they had.
Oh.
We don't have the invite button when you go to pause menu anymore.
Oh, do you not? I didn't know that had changed.
Let me think. See if I can work out how to do this.
Yeah,
there's got to be a way of inviting people.
Yeah, definitely must be. And there we are. Stube has already caught. Because of the way the AI works, folks, if you're new to this, the AI is a bit slower than the real life racers. It does slow down, and as you can see, the car has ghosted. This is going to give Stube just about some DRS. That was actually a put off Seb Mail a little bit going through there. He had to kind of back out of it a little bit, but it has helped Stube stay ahead. And now he's got Calvin in his sights, 4.3 seconds up the road. 5 moves to that gap, just about on its own. But I'll tell you what, Monster's doing quite well, 8th, and he's on the hard tyres. Tom Brown all over the back of Deriog still. And we've got Shadow Cobra's been in the pits after that. Oh, really unlucky spin. He's put on the soft compound tyres. Wow.
I've managed to get another invite out to him.
Oh, fantastic.
You have to go through game base and your friends list now.
I never tried it.
Through the game.
Ah, okay. Better. That's fingers crossed he comes back before he loses too many places. We've got this battle still.
A few already.
He has. He's now down into 5th. He's soon going to have...
a single track sniffing around.
Certainly is. Certainly is.
You don't need to give Martin any written invitation.
You don't.
If he sees a position, he will take it.
Yeah, very, very hard racer, very fair racer as well. Who was that spun at the last corner? I think that might have been Loppy. Loppy's gone for a spin at the second last corner. Not having a race to remember at the moment, unfortunately for him. Is Martin going to get the DRS? I think he's just held up behind. He's got the DRS, and there he goes on his way.
Option.
And he's back now.
Here comes Hosman.
He is. He's coming back to take control of his car.
Gutted now. He's lost so many positions.
He is battling with Calvin very comfortably for the lead, you'd have to say. And we'll soon see, hopefully, his car.
I think he'll take his car on pit straight. I'm just watching him at the moment to see when it unghosts. There we go, he's back.
He is, he's back. There we are. Now he's going to be chasing down Mr. Hills. He's also got a fire starter behind him. But I'll tell you what, I'll tell you one thing. This is why I think the hard tyres are now really coming into the road. Monster has closed down a little bit to Fire Booster.
Well, I found this last night in practice. The hards took a good few laps to warm up.
Yeah.
If you push too hard in the first 2 or 3 laps, that's it. It game over for you.
I get the graining and overheating phase.
But if you get through the 3 to 4 laps at steady pace, obviously not too slow, but you get through that, get the proper heat into them and get them really going, they were actually pretty good. But if you over push them too early and grain them, there's just no grip there.
Oh, that's useful for all those Tier 1 drivers racing later on this evening. For you Tier 3, Tier 4 folks, or anybody from other leagues as well who wish to join. Don't forget, you're always welcome to join MRC and race with us. Always looking.
It's just had a massive moment.
He has had a little bit of moment. There is tracks out there. I'm not sure who exactly that was. I think it's Rumax. It wasn't. It was Rumax because he's got an Aston and an AlphaTauri all up the back of him, and he's had to go into the pits. But I tell you what, he's just about given DRS to Mark, which he's going to have to use to defend from Horsman, who is there like an absolute whippet. He's like a clumpet, clinging to the back of the Aston Martin, trying his way to get through, to get back. He's going to be seeing red. He's going to be seeing green, and he's going to want to go get past the Aston. Is he going to have a lunge into 3? He's not. Did Martin manage to stop the car in time? He has. Osborne's trying to go on the outside into 4. There's not really 2 into 1. Does not really go around there, my friend. And he has to be patient for a little bit longer. But we've seen out of this corner in this complex here through 6 and then 7. Osborne is absolutely, he's on it round there, and he has got so much straight line speed. And is he going to try and move? Martin's going left and going right, taking the racing line fairly, you'd have to say, through there. But Martin's got a quick car.
He has got a quick car. It looks really planted as well.
It does. Really does.
It looked like a standard stop for Wumax, but 10, 11 laps on the mediums is about right.
It is. Oh, so he's going to have a look at the inside. Oh, nearly contact. Martin just... Oh, he's at a moment. Osman's at a moment. Going on the exit. Did a little bit like Ryan did early on. Managed to just about stop. And I tell you what, all movers and shakers, Bergen has found himself up into 9th. He's got past a lot of the medium tyre runners. Hornet, Derriog, Stringy B, Ryan in there as well, and Call Me Maybe. They've all dropped down a lot, actually. So what you're saying about the hard tyres, it's really starting to work.
Yeah, if you don't push them too hard, too quick, they're all right.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing, this battle's still going on. Stube is still keeping 7 mil behind him.
Yeah, he's defending quite nicely there.
He has.
Oh, he's just got a lot more straight line speed than that Alpine. I'm just going to go on board with the Alpine for a bit.
Yeah, keep your eye on that one. We're going to just float down and see who we haven't spoken about recently. Tom Brown on a recovery. Bergen again up into 9th, so that's a great first stint from him. How are we trying to take those tyres? Another 3, 4, 5 laps if possible. Ryan, we know he's a tyre whisperer. Yeah, that slight spin, but just leisurely going about his business. He's not challenged in any way, shape or form. So he's just quite happy doing what he needs to do. Wumax has pitted though. So keep an eye on that back. But he has got the Wimpy Boy for company, and it all just seems to have died down a little bit. Just a little bit sense of calm. We're going to have a look at Monster at the moment. He has got, well, actually, oh yeah, Single Track's pitted. That explains that gap. So Single Track has now pitted from what was 4th place. Fire Rooster and Monster go through. Monster again can go deep. It's going to be interesting who can take these medium tyres the longest, who has looked after them, who has still got grip, who has still got the front end capabilities and that turning, who has got the traction out of all of the slower corners where it matters. That is going to be absolutely crucial to who is going to come out on top at the end of this race. But at the moment it is Calvin's round up his animals, and he's definitely riding the Branson horse tonight. He is off currently in the lead with a 5-second gap to Stu, who's got Seb Mail a little bit closer this time, you'd have to say. 4 tenths, 5 tenths. Just
he's
Stu
got
gets
the straight line, he just doesn't seem to have the confidence in that fast chicane.
Yeah, I'm definitely with Seb Mail on that one. Definitely. And Monster's gone!
Monster's gone!
Where has Monster gone? It was through the fast chicane.
Oh, that kills so many people off.
Oh my goodness me, have we got a full safety car? I think we do as well, folks.
The safety car's moving.
And that has just come at the perfect time. Calvin, Stu, Seb Mail, is Fibers are going to pit. He is. Hosman,
yeah.
Is he going to pit? He has to from that one. Now, here's the question. Derry Og's retired.
Tom Brown's going in.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, a couple laps behind the safety car. You can get the mediums.
Bergen.
They'll give you 13 laps to the end.
Single
I think everyone
laughing here because he's just pitted.
Yeah, depending on the delta. Let's see how many places. We're going to ride with him now. Has he come out at the best time?
Delta, he's going to pull a few.
Yeah, he is. I think he's going to come up behind. He is. Fire Rooster. So Fire Rooster's got the jump on him. But it's going to count for absolutely naught when we come to safety car restarts. And to be fair, we're going to Stu.
If Tom and Bergen can whisper these tyres and Carl, the mediums will go to the end.
I think they will from now. I think you're right. I think we'll have about, what, 3-4 laps, maybe 3 laps behind this will give us to lap 18, 11 more laps, and there's not much wear on them.
I reckon minimum of lap 17 before we go racing again. So that gives you 13 laps. A lot of them were doing 12, 13 laps on them anyway.
Exactly. No, I reckon they probably would have gone 1, maybe 2 more to try to eke them out before they had to switch to the hards.
Problem is, I find with the hards, the more fuel you've got, the quicker the warm up.
Oh, okay.
Once you get onto the lower fuel, I find them really, really bad.
I can't say I've tried. To be perfectly honest.
Like if you start on mediums and finish a race on hards, it just seems to be a lot more slidey towards the end of the race.
Ah, right. Oh, well, that's interesting. There's some... You see, who says we don't talk sense in MRC?
I think that was Connor, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Ryan who said that as well, that the hards are awful on low fuel.
Right.
Although I didn't find them too bad in Abu Dhabi when I finished the Tier 3 race on them.
Yeah, I think I kept on the mediums and it wasn't fun at the end. To be fair, I had a certain Fanning who unfortunately can't make it this evening for the Tier 2 race. So hopefully he as well and the family going to be back racing for us hopefully Friday.
Oh yes, he was crawling all over the odd diffuser, wasn't he?
He was. For all 29 laps or so that we had.
He was giving you one hell of a run. It was a spectacle to watch, let's put it that way.
It wasn't really a spectacle to be part of, I'm not going to lie. It was hard work.
It never is, it makes you sweat so bad.
Yeah, and he's such a good driver, as fan. I love going wheel to wheel with him. And yeah, so hopefully many more battles in X. Lopi has now pitted. He's decided, okay, he was down in 15th at the time. He's then pitted, put the medium tyres on. Kind of got a feel for Shadow Cobra. He was up there early doors, had a really good opening stint, and then that little spin at the back, I think it was behind Woo Max, wasn't it? That through turn 2, really caught him out, lost his front wing. He's had to pit. I think he will have pitted again under the safety car. But at least it's given him a bit of lease of life. And it's interesting to see. Now, that gap with Calvin and Stube was hovering around the 5 seconds for quite a while. What can Stube do about Calvin? What can Calvin do? Can he break away? He has.
Jacob's just left the session there.
Yeah, he has. Let's hope he gets back in. Let's hope this is only temporary and he can get back. Otherwise, we've got another lap, I think. Oh, safety car's in this lap.
Lorp almost on back at pack, that's why.
Yeah, it's a bit of a late call, so Calvin, the de facto safety car, takes over and tyre warming duties do ensue along the grid. It is very, very difficult to do that at those speeds, unfortunately, fellas, but he's going to wait for the safety car to peel into the pit lane. When is Calvin going to go? Is he going to go early? He's going to try and go through the last corner, but Stube sees it. Stube's absolutely gone with him. Of course, Seb Mail napping a little bit. Fire Rooster, unfortunately, still hasn't got back into the session. He's got taken by single track. Track, even, not track. Oh, Stube's gone very wide through one. He had to take a basic action. He's gone over the grass at 2. That's cost him a little bit of time. Now, unfortunately, Stringy B's retired from the session. That might be cool. Tyres, unfortunately, has had an issue through 2. He's gone round and in the wall, and we've got another one. Sorry, just messages through Discord there. Apologies, folks. Virus are dropping down the order. Single track now up into 4th. He had some great pace early on. The gap's open to about a second with Stube, Calvin, Seb Mail a little bit further back, but he's under pressure now from the Aston Martin of the single track. Up the mountain goat himself. What's he going to try? Is he going to try into the left? No DRS yet, folks. 2 more laps before we get the DRS function back available. Now, who was that had a little bit of a moment? Was it Hosman? Was it Stringy B's left the session now? Oh, yes,
he's crashed anyway.
Oh, jeez, missed that one. Hosman is on the back of single track. I thought he had a little bit of a moment, but maybe not. He's recovered it well. Bergen dropping back. He's under pressure, actually, from Womack. Tom Brown on the medium tyres. He's going to be itching to get past Womack. Going to feel the superior grip and really want to get that Red Bull back up there. Conway the Brave, yeah, was now got past Fire Rooster. Carl has as well. This is really unlucky for Fire Rooster. He was really having a good, strong race. Battling up there in 4th. And he's back! Thank goodness for that. He's back. I think that's just unlucky. Really, the pack have been so close together. Hosman lost about 5 places, and now, unfortunately, Rooster lost about 10 or 11 spots in this race. Can he recover? He's going to be like a rag to a bull. He's going to be giving it hammer time in that Mercedes, and is he going to be able to get some points? We'll keep an eye on this one, but this battle now. Seb Mills closed the gap again to Stube to just about a second. Single track just hovering about half a second back, and here we go again. Is Hosman going to be quick enough? This is, I'm getting deja vu from this.
Yeah, just a bit. I'm just watching on with Tom Brown at the moment, see how well he does on these mediums.
Yeah, he looks like he's up the back of Womack, who has dropped away from Bergen as it stands. We're on board with this battle now. Stube's closed that gap to half a second. I have Calvin locked up. I went deep somewhere in that lap, but now we've got a real fight here, folks. We've got 11 laps left. Don't go anywhere. Don't bother making the cup of tea. Just tell the kids to take themselves to bed. It's that time. This is going to be the last 10 laps. We've got such close racing. Pretty much all the field on one start and finish straight. You don't obviously see that without, with 10 laps to go and after about 3 laps of safety car running. You don't normally see it, but this is pretty good driving from everybody so far. Stube just about dropping off the back. Struggling seems to be. When you do get to second, still struggle a little bit with the wake off the car in front. But I tell you what, Hosman's gone from the attack. He's the predator, now he's the prey from Bergen. And the other Aston Martin.
Tell you what, Tom Brown's got so much grip at the moment.
But just
seems
can't
a
make it
lot
work.
happier on these mediums.
He just can't make it work at the moment, can he?
I think when he hits the DRS, which is coming up to shortly, it might be a different story.
Yeah, it will be. We may see a double overtake. What are we going to see at the front? Is Seb Mail going to be close enough? He's not. But with that DRS little train going on, let's have a look at Wilmax. Let's have a look at Tom Brown further back. Is there anything changing going to happen? There isn't, unfortunately, this time round. I think Tom was flashing. Is he going to have a look into... Oh, I thought he was going to have a quick look into what is now turn 12. Going to go around the outside of 13. Is he going to have a look into the final corner of 14? He is. What a move. Great move. Shadow Cobra's retired.
Move that. Andy's got the DRS off it as well.
Wow. But Rumax, this is going to leave him so vulnerable to Ryan now. What's Ryan going to do into turn 1? Is he going to have a look on the inside? Oh, there's contact! A little bit of contact!
Oh no.
Ryan just about.
Race as well.
Yeah, the both were. Ryan was on a real good comeback trail. He had that little moment early on. Rumax, I don't know what happened with that. Maybe he had to take to the grass. There's a yellow flag in
as well.
Sector 3. Yeah, single track. I was just looking at that going, where's that come from?
I wonder if he's had a bit of a moment because he's got Call Me the Brave all over the back of him now.
Yeah, he's 2.5 seconds. He's lost to Tom Brown, Horsman and Bergen. So he's lost quite a bit of time. I don't know if he had a moment out the last corner into turn 1, but look at this. Call Me the Brave trying to go wheel to wheel all the way down the straight. There's big contact! Oh my days! Single track has lost his front wing. Call Me the Brave has a little bit of damage, I think. Both able to continue. Is that going to lead to a safety car or virtual safety car because of the debris? It looks like it's all green now. Oh my goodness me.
I'm surprised if we don't see that in the stewards coming up.
Yeah, you'd have to say we will. I couldn't even call what went on there. And I wouldn't like to leave that for the stewards later on after this race.
The penalties are really low.
They are at the moment, actually, so yeah, that's pretty good. Bergen now looking at go. Oh, tell you what. Wow. That was nearly another screw. That was nearly a Hodge and Howler there again. Bergen got real sideways through too. I thought he was going to try and go on the curb and go on the outside of Seb Mill and duck just back in. This is now. Oh, who was that at the back on? Who was that at the back on? That's Hosman. Hosman's gone round. Oh, and he's lost his front wing and he's out. I think he tried to light the rears up, didn't get it. Car. It is full safety car. Now, single track's just been in the pits. Come out ahead of the safety car.
Let's have Ryan. Because Ryan's just been in as well.
Yeah, he may have just had a moment after that little bit of contact with Wumax. But this is going to be interesting. Who is going to pit? Who will stay out? Now, let's have a look. We've got Stu's back right off with the Delta. Because the Delta on this game is, well, erratic. Probably the best way to describe it.
Well, that was a bit of a common issue with the last game as well.
Yeah, you could be 1.5 seconds going into a corner and then suddenly like in the green and suddenly in the red.
Yeah,
out of it.
Me a couple of races ago.
Yeah.
It's clearly just happened to Martin as well. Drive-through penalty, speeding in the safety car.
Wow. It's all kicking off again.
I had it, I think, at France. My Delta was like 3 seconds in the green, so I put the hammer down, following the car in front. Next minute, I've got a drive-through penalty.
Incredible. Now, look at this. So, Stoob, Seb Mill, Bergen and Tom Brown decided to stay out.
But everybody that's pitting's gone for the softs.
Yeah.
A couple of laps under safety car, if you're careful with them, I reckon you'll make about the 6-7 laps to the end.
Yeah, you should just about be able to. And their superior grip on the restart is going to be evident for all to see.
It's going to make Calvin very dangerous.
It really is.
Especially
really
to them two hard runners up the front. I mean, they've got the buffer in the two medium runners.
He was strong round here last season. He had an absolutely incredible race with myself, with Bergen, and I can't remember who else we were fighting with actually. In Tier 2, he reserved in Tier 2 last season when he was Tier 3, and it was absolutely incredible. It was a fantastic, brilliant race. And yeah, to be fair, he was close to the win, and he played the team game, so he did really well. Finished second. It was absolutely superb.
Yeah, and I won't talk about that race. It didn't go too well for me.
Went well for me.
I think I spent most of it spectating.
Yeah, I had battles galore. I loved it.
It was good to watch. Wasn't good for me to race in, but yeah, it was good to watch.
Yeah, yeah, well, it was. It was. I did.
I
I'm
suppose
watching
that
it back.
helped that I kind of retired myself from a mistake. It meant I got to watch your awesome battle.
Yeah. So all you know, it was a sacrifice. Yeah, it was a sacrifice, a worthy sacrifice that you made. So safety car, I imagine, will come in at the end of this lap. There's only Meet Brave to get on the back, and he's only 2 corners away from the pack. It's going to be interesting to see.
Racing.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting
7
one for the
laps.
guys on the softs.
You could do 7 laps if you don't go too mental on it to begin with.
I think we've got so many people on the softs who are going to want to fight each other. And you've got the guys on the mediums who are going to warm up quicker than the guys on the hard tyres. But I've noticed that sometimes the tyres don't like a cool down, warm up phase on this game. They're quite immersive and quite realistic. Maybe that was just my driving.
Sometimes it works well with the hards, but the mediums it doesn't.
Yeah, they don't seem to like it.
Unless it's a fairly fresh set of mediums, they can cope with that like cooling phase or whatever it is they call it.
Yeah.
Where you do a lap or 2 and then let them resettle themselves. Whereas the hards actually seem to work from it.
Yeah.
If you don't push too hard on the first couple of laps. But
Yeah.
as they're on 8 laps, they probably have been pushing quite hard, so I guess we'll see. The safety car's in this lap, so
It certainly is. We will
what
see.
the guys can provide us with.
Exactly. So what we're going to have here is 3 tyre compounds all battling together for the last 7 laps of this race. Stube is now the de facto safety car. Don't forget, folks, to like, to subscribe, to ring the bell, to follow our Instagram and our Facebook channels. Just search for MRC F1 Leagues and you will find us. Also, don't forget that the link will appear in our description. Don't forget to vote driver of the day. Who is going to get your vote? Will it be Bergen coming from the back? Will it be Stu? Can he hold on? When is Stu going to go? I think he's gone. He has. They've left Bergen a little bit napping, but Seth Mills kind of gone with him. Bergen's under a lot of pressure from Tom Brown. Tom is going to try and have a look into turn 1. We know he's not the quickest in the straight line, that Red Bull, but he has the grip.
He's
a little bit wide.
Calvin here.
He is going to be under pressure. Exactly that. Good spot. Calvin gets the run. He gets a clean run through turn 2, and there he goes. He makes 1 place already. And we're going to keep our eye on the soft runners further down the field and see how they can come up through the field. But look at Bergen already. He's absolutely blitzed that middle set. He's already gone past Calvin. He's gone past Bergen. And now is he going to try on the exit? Wow, nearly trying to go around the outside of Seb Mail through 7. But look at this, we've got Tom Brown and Bergen. Tom Brown and Bergen are fighting as well further on. Tom Brown's got past ahead of Bergen. Bergen will take a 5-place penalty, don't forget, at the end of this. And then following us. Oh, that's Wales gone very, very wide. That's just gifted the place. There he is. Calvin absolutely storms through. And this battle's not over yet. Bergen. Womack's having a look. Bergen defending for all he's worth against Womack's, who's on the soft tyres. That's allowed Carl. Oh, Carl's had a look on the inside, and that was not a place to put your nose. And he's gone round, and he's kind of doing the sensible thing. He's not lighting the rears up. He's just going round nice and steadily. But Lorpy there is having a battle. Whoa, with Fire Rooster, just about goes round the outside. Single track's pitted again. That'll be for his drive-through penalty. And I need to try and breathe a little bit because I don't know which battle to focus on. But I'll tell you one thing, this is the one. This is Calvin. He's going to have a look on the outside of Stu. We're going to ride on board with the Ferrari against the Ferrari-powered Alpha.
Tell you what, Stu defended really well here.
That was really good positioning from Stu. He might be at risk though. Through 6 is he? Was the grip going to be there? Look at the acceleration from Calvin. He can afford to take his time though. He has going to have more grip. Going with the Braves out in the middle sector. That's through 6 and through 7. And then it's got another full safety car.
Surely Stu's got to pit now.
You see, I think you should stay out. I think you stay out personally, because it's going to last another lap. If you pit now, you're going to be pretty much out of the points. He'd be around Carl Martin area.
Yeah. Although I think Calvin's going to be dangerous on this next restart.
Yeah, I think
I
he
mean,
is.
4 positions in the first lap there.
Yeah, he did. He was on a man on a mission. I was going to say, folks, don't forget after this we will have the Tier 1 event. Hopefully it will be uninterrupted. Unfortunately, we've had a few lobby glitches tonight. That's why we have overrun by the amount that we have so far. But please don't go anywhere.
Ryan's
we will
pitting.
still be here. Yeah, Ryan's started to pit. Carl had a moment and went round, so I kind of see why Carl...
I suppose they've got nothing to lose, though. The 10th and 11th. They're going to come out 11th and 12th, but they're going to be on fresh tyres.
Yeah. Now,
so that could actually be alright for them.
It could. Now, because they're in the pack as well, they may have a delta, but they'll still be able to catch the safety car before it comes in as well at the end of the lap. That's going to be critical. You still got single track has just about caught the pack. And then, yeah, we've got Ryan and Carl. I think that is going to be the key. If they can catch the back of the pack, you're right, fresh tyres, going to have that extra grip that we saw Calvin, well, he'll still have. And, yeah, they could easily scramble a couple of points here, I think, from that. It's going to be interesting to see what Tom Brown, he had a really good start. He's got past Bergen now, and Bergen defending well against Womax, obviously on the fresher tyres for Womax. So it's kind of as you were. Tyres have gone through that heat cycle we're talking about. Surely a safety car will be in this lap. Give us 3 racing laps. And we'll have DRS, of course, on the last flying lap. So hold on to your hats.
It's calling it late, though.
It is. It called it late on the first safety car. Surely
Lights
will
are still
go
flashing.
now. Yeah, it called it about this point last time.
And everybody's on the pack, so why are you waiting so long? It's going to give us another lap, isn't it?
Well, I'm very, very shocked and surprised by that.
So it's literally going to be a 2-lap shootout and no
DRS. We're going to have a 2 lap sprint, no DRS. And this, would you say this is not played into Ryan and Carl's hands now?
I think it might have paid against at least one of them that was in a points-paying position.
The people it's going to hurt the most are Tom Brown and Thomas Hornet. They have the penalties 3 seconds apiece. That is really, really going to hamper them. Thomas Hornet potentially could drop out the points. Tom Brown, lower points potentially. Who knows what's going to happen? Of course, he has got the medium tyres on, does Tom. Slightly worn. Again, these heat cycles that they're going through. Safety car, yeah, they might be 12 laps old, but gone through the heat cycle, they've gone through a few laps under safety car. We'll get rid of that information. We don't need that on the screen. What we're going to look at is get as much of the racing on screen in focus as we possibly can. 2 lap sprint out. I mean, it's been a night for it already.
I mean, I'm wondering now if Calvin's going to manage to take this win and add to the Ferrari total.
Well, yeah.
Since the Prancing Horses seem to be the most successful team around here. They have a staggering 9 wins at this circuit.
Wow. Did not know that.
13 overall for the Australian Grand Prix, but 9 of them have been at this circuit.
So they had, what, 4? Was it Adelaide? Didn't they have another one? There was Adelaide and possibly somewhere else.
There's been quite a few, because it's been on the calendar since 1928, I believe it was.
Wow. That's a properly long-serving race, isn't it?
I mean, it wasn't officially part of the full Formula 1 calendar until, I think, mid-80s onwards.
Ah. Well, look at this, Stu. Dropping back. So who says you don't learn anything in MRC? The university is open for business. Exactly that. Like we said,
the second most successful team before we get going is your team, McLaren.
Ah, interesting. Well, they have been around a long time.
6 at the circuit, 12 overall.
Good to know. Where's Stu going to go? I think he's gone, but I tell you what, he's got company. Yeah, I don't think he got the grip.
He's really got company here.
He's really got his Seb's there, Tom's there as well. It's almost 4. When's Calvin going to have a look? Oh, is that Seb Mills gone straight on to turn 1? It is! Cold tyres, cold brakes, cold everything, and he's gone straight on. He's going to plummet down the order and out of the point scoring positions. That is so unlucky. Potential podium on the cards as well. That's from what Tom Brown. I'll tell you what, Stoop defending like a mighty... I was going to say a line there, but that's not. That's copyright infringement.
That certainly is.
Oh no, Ryan 5 seconds
well
for
here.
yellow flags. I think that may get looked at by the stewards. There were no yellow flags, but I tell you what, Calvin, look at this, underneath the gearbox, pushing the Alpha down the straight. Does he pull out? He hasn't got the straight line speed, does Calvin? He has to keep ducking back in. But is this going to help him round the outside? Who's going to be late as a Pravis around the brakes? Is he going to go try around the outside? He is! He's going to have the inside line and still has to give up. Oh my days. Well, I'll tell you what now, Tom Brown's gone for company. Tom Brown's gone on the inside. Who's going to stop in time? Is this going to Stu's going to fight back? He is going to fight back. Is he going to have his nose in front coming into... Wow. Oh my days, in a matter of 2-3 corners, Stu's gone from potential win to third on the road. It isn't over yet. Tom Brown's still got the 3 seconds worth of penalties. Sorry, go ahead.
He's going to have the Mercedes man for company now.
He is, and I think Firusa is on the other tyres as well, the quicker tyres. Is he? Yes, he is. He is. Stuba's got 1 lap still to go, but Calvin now has reached a 2-second gap. There is. Who's that that's gone round? Is that Thomas Hornet? It is. It's the other Red Bull. Thomas Hornet's gone round now. Carl's got past Ryan somewhere.
I think this is actually working out for him. They're now P7 and P8.
Yeah, they are. I don't think they'll gain anything. I don't think they're going to gain any more through penalties. Tom's got a bit of a gap. Stu just about within a little bit of slipstream. Tom's got no ERS left, so that's going to help Stu get closer and closer, get closer under that
Stu's got
rear
no
wing.
ERS left.
Oh dear. This is going to be interesting, but we've only got a few more corners left in the final sector on the final lap of the race. It's been a long one, folks. It's been hot, it's been sweaty, there's been incidents galore. We've got 12 runners left. No one's been lapped though, thankfully, this race. But I'll tell you one person who's going to be absolutely going berserk as he goes through the final 2 corners. That is Calvin and his zoo of exotic down under animals. And he's pitched at the right time. He takes the checkered flag and the win. Tom Brown will come across the track
lap.
in second and fastest lap. Wow. Stu gets second, Fivers to third, Loppy fourth. Single track recovers after a spin to 5th. Bit from near enough the back of the grid in 6th. Tom Brown will take 7th. Seb Mail got past Ryan at the end. I think Ryan does have something to look at from the Stu, so Ryan potentially could get 7th back from Tom. Then Dumas Hornet takes 10th. Bergen outside the points in 11th. Womax in 12th. What happened to Bergen? We missed that one.
I'm not sure on that one.
Oh, I'm not sure either.
Gets driver of the day.
No, that's fair. He had a very, very good race. So did all of the top 10. Well, actually, all of the finishers. What action we've just seen there. But it is the Ferrari man of Calvin will take the win this evening.
What is that?
Oh, that's getting cut off. No. Well, he's found his pony. Jeez. I'm just cutting across that. That's just no. Just no. So Calvin takes one. Stu does get that 2nd place back after Tom Brown's 3-second penalty. 5 Rooster rounds off the podium spots. He'll be over the moon with that one. Floppy Loppy had a difficult opening to the race. Went round quite a few times. So was a little bit off the pace. He takes 4th. He must be absolutely ecstatic with that one. Martin takes 5th. He was in the wars. We saw with a collision that could very easily have ended his race. He fights back and takes 5th. Carl takes 6th. Tom Brown in 7th. Seb Mel in 8th. Ryan in 9th. Dumas Hornet rounds out the points in 10th. Bergen and Womax finish outside of the points. And all of the below are going to be non-finishers. Coleman the Brave. Holzman, who was the pole sitter and fighting early on with Calvin. Shadow Cobra, Stringy B, Monster was having a really good race as well and unfortunately lost it. Dariog as well having a good race. Genie unfortunately had the instant off that line. Wow. Incredible.
It really was a wow, especially the last few laps.
Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. Well raced from all of the drivers there. It is a bit late, folks, but please do not go anywhere. If you ring the bell, you will get a notification in approximately 15 minutes' time. You would have to say that Tier 1 will be going live.
I think it might be about 5 minutes, to be fair.
Yeah, it might be a bit quicker, actually. Yeah. We're going to be getting on, so we will see you all soon. We will join us for Tier 1, sorry. Then on Wednesday we have Tier 3, Tier 4, and on Friday we have MRCX from Live Down Under. So thank you very much for watching, everybody, and thank you, Mark.
Thank you, it's a pleasure as always.
Of course, always is, my friend, always is. Join us soon, folks. Thank you, everybody for sticking with us and watching. We will see you soon. Good night.
Good night from the M&M.